It was a busy day at the state briefing, a formal event where officials and stakeholders gathered to discuss policy and local projects. I had parked my Harley outside, taking a moment to enjoy the crisp morning air before the session began. Little did I know, HOA Karen's chaos had followed me here. Her son, apparently emboldened by her previous misadventures, attempted to snatch the bike in plain sight. I noticed him immediately, familiar enough from previous encounters, and stepped forward, my eyes narrowing. Before I could intervene physically, Karen herself appeared, her face flushed with a mix of anger and panic. "This is our property," she shrieked. "You have no right to leave your vehicle here." She dialed 911 in one hand while pointing accusatory fingers with the other. The onlookers were stunned. Here was a woman creating a scene over a parked motorcycle, her entitlement reaching absurd heights. Her son continued to fumble around the Harley, clearly unsure of what he had gotten himself into. I calmly stepped between them, hands raised but voice firm. "You need to stop," I said. "This is private property, and your actions are trespassing." Karen's reaction was immediate and irrational. She screamed about laws, bylaws, and community codes as if spouting legal terms in rapid succession would magically make her right. Meanwhile, the police arrived, prompted by her frantic 911 call, and found her shouting incoherently at both her son and me. My calm demeanor, combined with a clear explanation of property rights, quickly turned the situation against her. Her son, realizing the gravity of the moment, froze. He had expected the usual intimidation tactics that had worked in smaller, local disputes. But here, at a state-level briefing with multiple law enforcement officers present, the script no longer favored them. Every claim Karen made was contradicted by the reality of property law and the visible evidence of the Harley's ownership. As the officers assessed the scene, Karen's anger turned to panic. She began waving her phone, attempting to record the confrontation, but my wife, ever vigilant, had already captured her in action multiple times. The officers warned Karen that any attempt to physically interfere with the motorcycle or intimidate us further could result in immediate arrest. Her son, meanwhile, had realized he had no support and quietly stepped back, leaving the bike untouched. By the time the confrontation ended, HOA Karen was the center of attention, but not in a way she liked. The officers made it clear that her behavior was unacceptable and that false claims and harassment could lead to serious legal repercussions. She stomped away, muttering threats under her breath, while her son trailed behind, humiliated and quiet. The aftermath was remarkable. The state briefing resumed with minimal disruption, but the story of HOA Karen's failed attempt to claim a Harley spread quickly among attendees. Her reputation for overreach, irrational behavior, and public humiliation grew further, cementing her legacy as the woman who consistently misjudged her authority. That day underscored a critical truth. Karen and her entourage were incapable of understanding when they were outmatched, legally or socially. Their audacity, previously effective in small neighborhood disputes, failed spectacularly when confronted with preparation, composure, and knowledge of the law. The lesson was clear. Intimidation works only against those unprepared or timid, and we had none of either. By evening, my Harley stood safe and untouched, a silent testament to the folly of trying to impose imaginary authority on someone who understood both the law and the people enforcing it. HOA Karen, meanwhile, had learned, though she would likely forget, another lesson in public humiliation and personal overreach. Her son, once bold, had been reduced to a quiet observer of his mother's spectacle, and we could only shake our heads at how far entitlement could take someone before reality stepped in.